original mummy rock painting tutorial is over 16 minutes long, so I figured you guys were due for a quick 3-minute version. Start by placing down your eyes onto your rocks. As you can see here, I have different shaped rocks. One is base coated, a couple are not. Once you have your eyes down, you're going to start creating rectangles all over your rock to create your mummy wrapping. It's not going to be pure white, so make sure that you're using your paint pen in strokes filling along the shape of the bandage. So any of the lines left behind will move in the direction of the bandage. And even though I'm breaking these apart and going in different directions, the whole rock will almost be all white, but because of the motions that you're using, when we come back in line later, it will give you the fun bandage look. Now, as you're filling in your space, I do like my bandages to end up touching on either side of the eyes, and it is okay for you to overlap the eye slightly in one place or another if you want to. Now, something else that is optional is you can give your mummies a little pop of color. To do this, just go along your mummy bandage edges with whatever color you want. I'm using green here. I did yellow on another one, and you can see a blue one in the upper left-hand corner. But just add a couple hash lines in the direction of your bandages with your color, then come back with your white while it's wet and blend it in. Just make sure to doodle off your tip all the way back to white when you're done. Then go in and give your eyes a second layer. Now, if you're working on like a black rock, you can just leave your sketch marks behind and you don't have to go in with a second color. So I'm just going to quickly show one more example here, start to finish, of me laying out the bandages, and the black coming through the white gives it a really fun mummy bandage look as well. Now the most important part is lining. Now I'm using an extra fine tip paint pen here on this design. It works great for creating these nice fine lines that we're using to outline each section of our bandage. I like to pick a few rectangles to create that are in the foreground and separate it a little ways before I start creating the ones that kind of layer underneath. So once you have a few on the outside edge, you're going to go along the rest of your rock, following the direction that you created those strokes with before, and outline all the rectangular pieces of your bandage. You're going to outline your eyes here, and we'll fill that in, I think, in a little bit. You can do that now or later around the outside edge, but we're going to add these little hash lines along all of our bandages. Just nice, light, wispy strokes, and it really gives it that kind of aged weather look. So I do it heavier along the outer edges, and then I kind of skip along the center spaces on some of the larger bandages through the whole design. Go back in and add a couple pupils on your mummy. I like to do tiny little beady eyes for some reason on these, and then fill in all the negative space left over behind the eyes. That completes the mummy. I'm going to zoom through a few more examples of the lining here so that you can kind of see them all come together, but I've got a playlist with the rest of our rock painting tutorials here for you if you want to jump ahead to something else. And don't forget to subscribe. Let me know what your favorite Halloween rock is this year.